I
I
take you
take you
to be my lawful husband,
to be my lawful husband.
to love and to obey.
What?
He shock you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jade. Please consider subscribing before you exit this video. So I am sure that by now many of you would have seen the now viral video of Angela and Michael's wedding, which took place in Nigeria, with Angela almost refusing to complete the wedding ceremony because she did not want to say a particular word while reciting the vow. And what is this word? The word is obey. Angela simply did not want to say obey. Because obviously Angela is American who believes that men and women are equal, guys. Now, if you have been following this story as long as I have, I am a fan of 90 Day Fiancé. It really is my guilty pleasure. I love that show so much, and that is why I started doing reaction to it, because I really enjoy the show. Like I said, it is my guilty pleasure. So if you have been following this story for as long as I have, you would notice, or maybe you didn't notice, but I definitely noticed how the show producers made a particular word, you know, the focal point of Angela and Michael's wedding drama, and that word is submission. They dragged onto that word for so long that and as a Nigerian, I really was disturbed by it. At one point, honestly, it actually felt as though they were shaming Nigerian women and mocking our values and being so insensitive to the culture. At the end of the day, do what makes you happy. If you don't want to be submissive, if that's not your gig, then that's fine. But they were dragging this thing so much so that it felt as though Nigerian women are literally prisoners who do not have a say in what goes on in their home. And I want to put this out there, and please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong or if you have experienced this, because I personally, I have never experienced this. Whether it is a church wedding or a court wedding, I have never seen where during the recital, the officiating minister blurts out to love and to obey. That's just not something that they say in this modern day and age. I have never seen that. I have never witnessed that. And believe me, as a kid and as a teen, I attended a lot of weddings because, you know, I'm a Catholic and I was in the choir, and there was hardly any Saturday that they didn't have a wedding service at our church. I can't even remember one Saturday while I was growing up and in the choir that we did not have a wedding. So I attended a lot of weddings, and I can't remember for the life of me one particular time when such a word, obey, was ever used during the wedding vows. I can't remember it. The producers just slipped that in there just to create more dramatic effect, you know, to make Angela look even more crazy, because she's already said that she's not submitting to anyone. Obeying, oh my gosh, that is even worse. The producers just slipped that in there because it didn't even seem natural. It didn't seem right. It didn't seem like something that people usually say. It just didn't. I'm sorry. The narrative that they were trying to push, in my opinion, based on what I saw, what I noticed, was as if to say the Nigerian woman does not have a say in what goes on in her home, as if to paint the narrative that the relationship between the Nigerian man and his wife is that of a boss and an employee. And really, that couldn't be further from the truth. I really was offended by it. Nigerian women are every bit a part of the decision making in the home. Yes, the husband is the head of the home, just like it is in America. Just like it is in America. Yes, in Nigeria, the roles are defined. The role of a man is defined and the role of the woman is defined. But it doesn't mean that the Nigerian couple are not flexible. It all depends on the couple, depends on understanding and communication. It's not like it was generations ago. Things are changing, you know, just like it is in America, just like it is in every other part of the developed world, where the roles continue to evolve. And Nigeria is no different. This show basically made it seem as though for the most part that we are stuck in the dark ages. which is simply not the case. And I particularly was offended by that narrative. Now, is there a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of gender equality or gender equity? Of course there is, not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, in America too. As we speak, in America, one of the most industrialized nations in the world, still have massive issue with gender pay gap. So changes need time. It takes time, but it'll happen. So yeah, I wanted to put that out there. That was the part of the show that really irked me, but it is what it is. Anyways, during the wedding ceremony, when it came time for the couple to say their vows, Angela struggled to say the word obey, as it goes against all of the things that she believes in. She has made it abundantly clear that she's not going to submit to Michael. She's not going to be submissive. It goes against everything that she believes in, that the only being that she's submitting to in this world, in this life, and the next is Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, so when it came down to reciting her vows and saying the word, Angela struggled. She eventually said it though, between her breath, and Michael couldn't be happier. And afterward, he led her aside as he and Angela were declared husband and wife. And as for their first kiss as a couple, that deserved an entire brand new video all on its own. But let's not do that. Let's not ruin other people's day. Let's just wish Michael and Angela well, even though I did spot a couple of people who were really unhappy at the wedding. For example, Michael's uncle. He just looked really unhappy, like he wasn't really feeling it, but then he just had to play along so as not to come off as a hater. I mean, he was there, but he really wasn't. You could tell that he just kind of felt sorry for Michael, as if to say, you have no idea what you are getting yourself into with this person. You have not the faintest idea what you're walking into. There's a saying in my dialect which loosely translates to mean, what an old man sees from sitting down, a young child will stand and climb on top of a tree, still won't be able to see it. So he's just looking at Michael, looking at his future, even though we're in the present, and just shaking his head. But so yeah, now that Michael and Angela have done the wedding part out of the way, it's so obvious now that they have even bigger fish to fry, in the fact that Michael cannot travel to America. His visa application, I don't even think they've even started processing it. Even if they have, it's going to stall, because if you guys remember, Donald Trump has listed Nigeria among the countries that are not allowed to come to America. So this is going to be tough, and it looks like he's not going to be smelling America anytime soon, which is really sad, because imagine putting up with all of these things, putting up with this woman's constant abuse, constant insult, only for you not to be able to still smell America. That's gotta hurt. And honestly, maybe God is still trying to save Michael from Angela. Maybe this is God's own way of protecting him from Angela, because I really feel like this dude has not the slightest idea what he's walking into. Should he ever get the spousal visa, he has not the slightest idea what he's walking into with this woman who has already shown who she is. She's already shown that this is who she is. She's not going to change. It's so funny to me how Angela wants everybody else to change. Angela wants Michael to compromise his culture, but she's not willing to do the same. The level of selfishness, like, I'm looking at her, seeing all of the things that she's complaining about, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you even here? Why are you even with this man when you know deep down in your heart you're not even willing to sacrifice for his culture? You're not willing to even conform, even in the little bit. Yes, some of your supporters will say, oh, but she did travel a couple of times to Nigeria. Well, she got some D out of it, didn't she? She traveled to Nigeria for her own benefit, not for anyone's benefit. So at any point in time, Angela could have walked away, but she did not walk away. Instead, she stayed in and she's complaining bitterly, complaining about every single thing that this man does. And honestly, I think that Michael should just count his blessings that Donald Trump has blocked his way of traveling to America. Maybe Angela will eventually move on and abandon the green card application and all of that. That will make his life even better. Maybe he can find a decent girl back home to marry and just live his life. But then again, if Angela wants it enough, she just might send a video that showed Michael really excited when she brought him those Donald Trump panties and all of that, boxers. Maybe that might, maybe Donald Trump might see that and he might decide to allow only Michael into America after all, because we all know that Donald Trump loves when people love him. I really have a feeling though that if Angela should tag Donald Trump on Twitter with that clip of Michael, I'm sure Donald Trump might make an exception and Michael's spousal visa. But I'm just saying. But anyways, this is what I'm going to end this, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
GJ, funky for gang, baby. ED, oh, oh, yeah, do. ED, oh, oh, yeah, do, me.